Good day and good vibe, and welcome to episode 10 of Chill Art. This episode is the first of 2021. We wish to thank Dr. Ann O'Hare, coordinator of the Ocala Meditation Center, for helping us welcome in a fresh new year. You will love her presentation. It speaks to our lives here and now and gives all of our viewers an easy meditation process to help us along our path. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm very pleased to be here to present for the Leesburg Arts Center. And I understand that everyone who's watching now is interested in learning a little bit about mindfulness and how to de-stress a little bit and learn how to cope with all the changes and the situation in the world right now. And I know that many of the episodes had different modalities on how to relax and bringing us toward mindfulness. I'm going to introduce myself, and the modality I'll be sharing about is meditation. Hopefully a little bit different than meditation that you've heard before, hopefully something new. My name is Ann O'Hare, and I'm Dr. Ann O'Hare. I have a doctorate in nursing leadership. I have been practicing Raja Yoga meditation for 10 years, but I also studied Hatha yoga and Tai Chi and taught them. And, I currently work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. You could kind of call me a Renaissance person, which I know many of the presenters have been very well trained in many modalities and many things. So I come with with some experience. But with this one in particular, we want to talk about meditation and how to bring our attention to peace. So where is the peace? So let's go right into it. So in Raja Yoga meditation, Raja actually means the highest and yoga means union. So in this meditation, sometimes in meditation, you'll hear people talk about, oh, I have to visualize myself on a beach or visualize myself in a relaxing setting. And of course, that does work if I'm able to focus my mind on that kind of a visualization. It definitely can work. I find now, especially now, I think people are having more and more difficulty focusing their mind. So even though the intention is there, the wish for peace is there, the ability to focus doesn't seem to be there. So quick reference for myself, like I mentioned, I had studied so many things in the past, and I have never been able to stick with any one kind of meditation. I did meditation for, yoga and things like that, hatha yoga, like the exercises. And I never seemed to be able to stick with it. And then when I came across Raja Yoga and I learned this meditation, I realized what was missing. What was missing was me. This meditation is about the self. And it's about the supreme. If you can also use it as a spiritual modality also, which it is meant to be. But in this class, I'm only going to focus on the self part, because when we get in touch with ourself, we're actually getting in touch with the more and more higher experiences of the self. You could say that some of the stress and negativity and fear and everything that we experience in our minds could be associated with the lower parts of ourself, let's say, the lower energies, right? Shame, doubt, fear, anxiety, depression, all those things that we experience could be said to be like the lower aspects of the self. The higher aspects of the self would be experiences like love, peace, generosity of heart, things that we would associate with spirituality, but it doesn't have to be. It could also just be our greatest human potential. So in a few moments, we're going to do a guided meditation. And with this type of meditation, there's no need to sit in a certain way. You can leave your eyes open or closed. There's no bodily restriction, which is nice. Some people have different issues that they can't. We do recommend that you don't lay down, because when you lay down, you fall asleep. And then when you get used to it, then you can lay down and do the meditation as well. Like I said before, it's not about visualizing anything outside, but it's about getting in touch with my own self. my higher experiences of myself. And in order to do that, I need to move away from or let go of the lower aspects of myself. One of the mistakes, when I say self, I mean thoughts. One of the mistakes we make is that we think that if I have a lot of thinking going on in my mind, that something's wrong and I need to stop the thinking. So I want to ask everyone who's listening, have you ever been successful in stopping the thinking for any consistent amount of time? Probably not, because it is our nature to think. But what we need to do is we need to be able to release some of the fast moving, negative, fearful thinking long enough to experience the deeper and higher original natural nature of ourself. We all originally are loving, peaceful, generous hearted beings. We're just focusing on our lower nature. We're focusing on those lower energies. So let's go ahead and do the guided meditation. And I know it's short. At the end, we'll give some contact information if you'd like to get in touch with the center here in Ocala. Right now, we're not seeing in-person classes because of COVID, obviously, but we do have a Zoom class on Tuesday. All of our classes are free, and you'll get that information. So I'm just going to put on some music and we're going to do a meditation together. And something's telling me there's nothing to be afraid of. You know, some people think that, you know, I should be able to relax or I should be able to, and maybe we haven't been before, and that's okay. So let's just take on the idea that we're actually just getting in touch with our natural self. So sitting quietly, just watching the breath go in and out. And for this meditation, for this short time, I'm going to ask that we leave some things aside. One thing to leave aside is our history. Just for a few moments, take all your history, all your past, and just put it to the side. Just for now. Second thing, your future. Any thoughts about the future, any maybe fears or worries, anything that has to do with the future, just put it aside just for a few minutes. So no past, no future. You can keep looking at the screen and keep breathing. And it's only for a little while, so it's okay. Also, all your relationships, all my relationships, just for a few minutes. I have no relationships, just for now. I have no relationships. I have no history. I have no thoughts about the future. And I have no relationships. Right, just for the moment, I'm just here. Just watching the breath. Some feelings and thoughts may come up, maybe a little bit, I keep on saying scary, but if one is not used to being in the present, maybe a little scary. That's okay. So just be here, watching the breath. And any thoughts you might have about what you have to do, or even maybe some negative thoughts are coming up right now about the meditation. Just watch them. You are still here. So now bring your attention to what is here. Breathing thoughts and feelings arise, any tensions in the body, it's okay. Just bring my attention naturally to what is here. I am here. And notice the natural, subtle stillness of just being here. Now the mind may come in and say, well, what good is this? And how's this going to help me get here and do this? And for that, just say to yourself, I trust that with all the education and all the experience and all the abilities I have, I'm perfectly capable of handling my life. But right now, I'm looking and experiencing my peaceful self. I am peaceful. I am a gentle-hearted being who has great love for all souls, all beings, all people, for nature. And deep in my heart, I trust myself. I've been paying attention to many, many things that have been causing me to feel upset, to feel sorrow, to feel afraid. And having this urge for relief, I continue to look outwardly to the circumstances, wishing they would change, and continually focusing my attention on that way of thinking. So right now, the simplest of the simple, I am here, I am peaceful, I am in harmony with everyone and everything, with my body, with my mind even. I'm in harmony right now with my mind. And all I did was shift my attention. Could it be that simple? It is that simple. However, we have many, many years of focusing on those lower level things. So it will take time to practice and value and pay attention to my innermost self, my innermost being, which is where all that I have been searching for is already here. So come on back into the class now. We'll finish the meditation. So I hope that gave everyone a little taste of what it could be like to practice very simple. Almost it's too simple for the mind, for the active mind. It feels like, wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to have fireworks and some big revelation. But what if the truth was that the self is where the peace resides, and all I have to do is change my attention? So that's the meditation, the Raja Yoga meditation. And in that peace, we can also access higher and higher levels of consciousness and more deeper experiences of peace and love and happiness. So that would be the introduction to the meditation. I hope you all enjoyed, and please feel free to contact the sign up for our class on Meetup, or I'll give also, there's going to be a slide with our contact information, and I'll also add an email and things so that you can contact us, but please feel free. And also the Brahma Kumari's website, which is where I learned Raj Yoga meditation, and so all the information about that meditation is there. So thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Anne. That was fabulous. For those wishing to contact the Ocala Meditation Center, you can send an email to ocalabkmeditation@gmail.com. In addition, you can also join the meetup.com group and get notifications of upcoming events, including free virtual meditation sessions. And now for the No Artistic Ability Required Mindful Art segment. For this tutorial, we are going to work small and also speed up the end so that things move more quickly. This is a colorful, fun moving meditation. The aim is to let your inner self guide your hand. Once you learn the process, it will become second nature. It's so simple. Intuitive drawing can add to your mindfulness practice by shifting your focus and leaving your thoughts and feelings of the past and future behind. You are here, and it is now. Just flow with it. While listening to Dr. Ann's guided meditation, I found my hand circling over my paper. In my mind, I was hearing circling and centering. This episode's art project reflects that. It's a spiral doodle that begins at the center of the paper and radiates outward. Recognizing our natural selves, the spiral design you draw will be unique to you. To make it super simple, there's a spiral template that you can download. Also, there's a list of art supplies. Cardstock, multimedia paper, or watercolor paper all work fine. Your design will wander, and it's perfectly okay to color outside the lines. So let's go.
Okay, so here we are. This is a piece of watercolor paper in 4.5 by 4.5, and I've lightly sketched out through a tracing the template that's available for you as a download on leesburgarts.com/chillart, and then just scroll down to episode 10, and you can download it from there. All I need right now is this ultrafine point Sharpie, and then later I'll be filling in color. Circling and centering brought me to the idea of a spiral doodle design. Now each of us is different, so each design will be different. You can follow and do exactly what I'm doing, but I suggest just get the idea and then do it on your own. So let's get going. And now we'll use pens and pens, whatever you have on hand, and add some color and some more black details as we go along. Let's see. I think this should be yellow. Just randomly pick up your pens, and anything open I am making yellow. You don't have to. Let's see, what else do we have? Just whatever feels good. Let's end with a pink heart. And let's add some pink leaves over here. And maybe over here. So there is an example of how to do a spiral doodle. Kind of magical. Circling and centering and then coming back out with some joy and intuitive drawing. Just let yourself follow that spiral idea of a pattern and then fill it in with whatever color you grab. You don't have to think too hard. You just have to create and spread the joy. Until next time, let me see what you've created. Make sure you send your images to LCFA.BUZZ@gmail.com and we'll add them to the website leesburgarts.com, and the page is /chillart. And there you go. Happy New Year.